What's up, Market Snipers? This is Jesse. It's about 8:35 p.m. Just recorded a video for the Discord for the Sharpshooter Candles 3.1 update. It's a quick 14-minute video talking about the update there. So we're not going to do that here. This is just going to be a 5 to 10-minute update on Bitcoin because not much is happening, but just a quick recap. We might as well just jump right into it. This is the Bitcoin weekly chart. And what we're talking about is after it broke down, there was a couple ideas that I had, and 1A idea was that we could see something similar to silver. When price came down like this, possibly build back up, right? And build out a right shoulder, like a more shallow one possibly, and come back down and hit these targets, right? So if we change that, let's just change color to yellow, right? So that's what's happening right now. That's kind of 1A. At the time, the weekly chart was bearish. It's still bearish. And the daily chart was ultra bearish. So there was that possibility. This is what I thought was, 1A could happen. But 1B, since they're both bearish, is that it would come down like this, right? Then bounce and then come down like that. But it seems like 1A could play out like this. Of course, it could just reverse back up and go to the moon, and we're off to the races to $200,000 Bitcoin, right? Which we were promised at the end of 2023. Blah blah blah. But all joking aside, after this, we're talking about a bigger correction, not a crash. That was just like joking around with clickbait, but not a crash, but it was a nice move down. And at that point, everything was bearish and ultra bearish on the daily chart. So two things could happen. Come back up, possibly build that lower right shoulder. I don't expect it to come all the way back up into this area. It seems like it would be more like a shallow, and so maybe it comes into the trending dots and then starts to roll back over. And if so, that could take some time to play out. We're looking at a weekly chart. So if a weekly chart, you're looking at mid-October, end of October, and then possibly start, come back down in November. So just be aware of, that's what I'm still thinking. That's probably my base case for the next couple weeks or months, is that we see Bitcoin kind of build out this right shoulder and then come back down like that and hit these targets. And then we'll see. At that point, we'll find out if Bitcoin's going to put in a higher low, and then start getting ready for, building out for the next, halving, which is projected to be April 2024. And if so, there are several things, several indicators of why Bitcoin could be within that like $25,000 to $30,000 range, possibly slightly higher, heading into the halving or around the halving time. So we'll see. We're just going to take kind of level by level and step by step, because that's what we focused on. We choose to focus on, taking advantage of this, watching price come back up, and if it starts to break down again, taking advantage of shorting the lower high, right? So shorting the lower high is the higher probability short, right? So they had bearish divergence, and yes, I did take a short position, and it was about 130% gain. Now we see if there's a lower high that gets put in, and as it's starting to break down, that's when we're going to be watching to take that short position yet again. So could just so happen that it lines up. Let's see. It's possible that it lines up with like a cloned trend line, which is kind of crazy to think about. but you can kind of see that maybe it kind of builds up this right shoulder and then breaks back down. And then, so I'll just be waiting patiently to attack there and take advantage of that, because down to this, say if it does move up like that, 17% multiplied by X amount of leverage, or all the way down to 25%. Who knows if it comes all the way down, fills that. It's a 4% CME gap, so it's not huge. It's not like a massive 20% gap, but it is a gap to be aware of. And so it could come down at 28%. So 20% multiplied by 10 is 280, or multiplied by 5%, it's about 140%. So it's a pretty big move down. I might as well take advantage of it if this happens, and stack some more Bitcoin heading into the next move up. So that's the whole point of longing with leverage and shorting Bitcoin with leverage, is to build more Bitcoin, to get more Bitcoin. So unfortunately, there's winners, there's losers, and the snipers choose to be on the winning side. That's why we're all here. Just want to say thanks for everyone's support. Please continue to, this is going out to the free newsletter as well. Please continue to share the newsletter. I'll keep doing these videos. Please like, comment the videos, and of course on Twitter as well. And we'll keep things going all the way through end of 2023, 2024. And we'll see if we get another bull run, 2024, 2025. We'll see how the market snipers are doing after that. Everyone might be thriving by then, and looking at a lot more potential wealth. So we'll see. It's a long ways away, and there's a lot of work to be done before then. So we'll just continue plugging away. Thank you. I'll get this uploaded and the newsletter sent out tonight. Meant to do it yesterday, but I've been going back and forth. It seems like nonstop for the past couple of weeks with the indicator, some other things rolling out, like dashboard, stuff like that. So it's a lot of behind the scenes work, but I'll get this one uploaded tonight. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.